of all, what is Google Cloud Platform? So GCP in short. So it is a suite of cloud computing services offered by Google. Uh, Lots of services are there, almost like close to 200 plus services are there. Now, the most important thing compared to other cloud providers are um, these services, virtual machine, database, we'll see n number of such services. All the services run on the same infrastructure that Google uses internally for their end user products. So what are the products which Google uses? YouTube, Gmail, Google Maps, Chrome, all those things which you see, they run on some specific infrastructure, right? Google's infrastructure. Even GCP stuffs also run on the same infrastructure. Now, what is the biggest advantage of this? So you get the same scale, same kind of support, same kind of robustness which you get it in YouTube, in Gmail, in your Google search. The same kind of robustness you can get from the infrastructure perspective. So how frequently, except the last years towards the December time, there was a downtime, global downtime. Apart from that, we have never seen such global downtime in GCP, in Google, basically. So that itself proves how robust their infrastructure is. So you can have a very awesome application running. You can have a very awesome application running, but if the infrastructure fails, where it is running, if the virtual machine on which it is running, if it fails, then you cannot do anything, right? So here in GCP, the infrastructure is going to be highly scalable. So, and the big advantage is whatever you do, something like you can aim like building the next YouTube on the same infrastructure. So that is the biggest benefit which you get with GCP. So it's a suite of cloud computing services offered by Google, but the key part which I highly emphasize is it runs on the same infrastructure. That's the beauty. And you can think of n number of services, Google has it. So the simplest thing, it could be a virtual machine, a database, a uh, storage component, um, big data component, everything is there. And Google started their journey in 2007, 2008-ish. They started their journey, and when they started their journey, right, it was a different approach altogether. So they did not start with virtual machines. So usually most of the cloud providers start with offering virtual machines uh, as a virtual machines usually, but Google started with something called as App Engine, which was basically platform as a service, meaning you provide us the code, Java code, .NET code, PHP code, whatever the code, we will host it and we will manage it for you. You don't need to worry about the infrastructure going down, maintaining it, all those things. This was in 2008 itself, folks. So, but at that time, most of the industry was not so mature. So where they were expecting to have virtual machines, Google was giving you something called as platform as a service. So people did not realize that, and that was one of the reasons why Google did not make its this thing very soon. So even today, you still see it is like number 3 in the market share, and we'll see some of the reasons why it can become number 1 in the next few slides. So they started, and they also admitted that we started with an approach which was not something which people or the custom users felt would be helpful. So when they are expecting virtual machines, if you're giving them something better than that, people did not appreciate it. So give what they want was the thing. At that time, AWS was doing good, so that's the reason their market share is still number 1. But we'll see a few more reasons in the upcoming slides which will make it very clear why GCP has a better future. We'll talk about that. So that's GCP. It is on the same infrastructure these all services run. That is a key part which you should remember.